All right, so next we are going to find the inverse of a 3x3 matrix. Now there is a way to do this by hand, but it's a pretty long and messy, tedious process. So for this class, we are going to find the inverse using our graphing calculator. So pause the video, make sure you get this copied down, and then we're going to type that into our calculator and find the inverse of it. So on our calculator, again, we want to go to the place where we enter in our matrices. So we're going to press, so I'm going to clear what's there, and then we're going to press second and the inverse key. And then we're going to go over to edit. And then we have a 3x3. And we're just going to type in the matrix. So 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, negative 6, 4, 1, and 7. All right, so now I'm going to quit. I'm going to go back to the home screen, so second mode. And then normally when we're working with matrices, anytime we do an operation, we would go back to our matrix math menu, but our calculator has an inverse key for us. So that's that x to the negative 1. So that's what we're going to use to calculate our inverse matrix. So we just have to go get our matrix that we just entered. So second matrix key, and then we're selecting matrix A. Then we're going to press the inverse key, and then enter. So this would be our inverse matrix. Now, these are nice decimals to copy down, but most of the time they will not be. So if we want fractions instead, we can change them to fractions, and our calculator will do that for us. So I'm going to press the math key, and then this FRAC, that stands for fraction, so I'm going to select that. So again, looking at our calculator, ANS stands for previous answer, and then we're going to change it to a fraction. So I'm going to press enter to tell my calculator to do that. Okay. And it switched them all to fractions for us. So for the inverse, we would just copy down this matrix onto our piece of paper. Okay, so again, I would pause the video, or you can use your own calculator if you are following along, and we're just going to copy this down to our paper. Okay. So our inverse for this matrix is so we have negative 4, 7/5, 6/5, and then 9, negative 14/5, negative 12/5, 1, negative 2/5, and negative 1/5. Okay, so that would be our inverse matrix. And again, we're going to find those using our calculator.